Welcome to the Board Game Network. We are going to gameplay Keyflower today with the four of us. It's a 2 to 6 player game. Plays in an hour and a half to 2 hours. So Tim and Bronson and me, James and Naomi, we're all going to play here and going to explain the rules as we're playing. Naomi has not played before, so we'll be explaining the rules while we play. So we'll just get right into it.
Alright, just finishing setup here. Got 8 the workers, and we need 8 spring tiles. For these.
Were we supposed to have 2 of these that have purple at her?
No, you flip them to the side that says the number of players. 4 to 6, 4 to 6, 3 to 6. There you go. Right. So this tells you the order, and then
right.
So this tile, when you bid on this tile, this is first pick of boats. This one is second pick of boats, and this is third pick and first player for next round.
So when you pick a boat, you get what's on the boat. So those are your supply for more people, more meeple to use later.
Do you put new ones of these out? Or just
Yeah,
those ones?
Yep.
each season.
So those are the spring tiles, and then the next round will go the summer, and then the fall, and then the fourth round.
Is the ones in our hands?
The purchase tiles will be based on our hands, and you choose 1 to 3 of those to put out.
Okay.
Now with these 8 meeples that you have behind your screen, you can do a few different things. You can bid on the tile. So because placement's very important on here. If I'm going to bid on a tile, I'll be on this side of it. Tim will be here, you'll be here, and James will be here. Now, that's to bid on the tile to take it into your village at the end of the round. Same goes for these, however you don't get these tiles until the last round. Bidding on these just secures your position in choosing boats.
Okay.
If you want to use a tile, you place a meeple on the center. Okay, the first person to use can pay 1, or they can pay as many as they want. But every additional person after that must pay 1 more. So First person's 1, second person pays 2, third person pays 3. If you start with 1, there's a maximum of 6 on a tile at one point. So if you really want a tile and you really don't want anyone else to use that tile, if you bid 3 initially, no one else can bid on it. So this tile produces 1 wood. I think this one's 2 coal. I don't see any stone on here. This one produces a gold, which can be used for anything.
Okay.
Or at the end of the game, it's worth 1 point. When you bid on this one, it gives you 1 random meeple from the bag. And this one is
Change
sacrifice.
yellow to a green.
You put up. You bid on it. You sacrifice a meeple to the bag, and you get a green meeple. This one is transport, because once you have, it's not useful the first round, but once you have more tiles in your village, this lets you move resources from your home tile to a tile to flip, to upgrade. To upgrade a tile, you have to have whatever it shows in the upgrade arrow. And it has to be on the tile with the exception of the squares. So if it's one of those, it has to be on the tile. Squares, you just have the square resources you just have underneath your house there. Okay.
And so when it flips, then it makes the second thing?
Yep, this is what it does. This just shows you what's on the back, so when it's flipped, now placing a meeple there gives you 3.
Okay.
And they're universally way better. And also, most of them don't give you anything until they're upgraded as far as victory points at the end of the game.
Right.
Also, this is what lets you upgrade. So to upgrade any tile at all, like let's say I've got, that's a bad one. Let's say I have 2 resources here. Putting a meeple here lets me move 1 resource and upgrade a tile. If this was already upgraded, and these were here, putting a meeple here would let me move 2, and then now that there's enough here would let me upgrade. Okay, that's the way that function works. And let's see, this one is draw one of these tiles randomly. And there is a pickaxe, a saw, an anvil, and they're all just required for this. There's also some tiles later in the game, such as the one on top of the summer there, that lets you use a pickaxe to generate a lot of stone quickly, or generate, if it's flipped, generate 3 gold quickly. Okay. The other thing is, if this isn't, once the first round is over, you will also be able to place meeples in other people's villages. And if you place in other people's villages, you get what it says on the tile, just as if you'd placed up here. However, at the end of every round, once the bidding is done, everyone gets all the meeples that were placed in their village back behind their screen.
So if you put stuff, essentially you're helping someone else.
So it better be really good or worth
it.
it to bid in someone else's village, because you're basically just handing them resources. The same goes for these. If I bid out here, and let's say James wins that tile, anything you use to bid goes away. It goes back in the bag.
Okay.
But anything on the tile goes with the tile. So if people are sitting here throwing tons on their building up resources, and I win that, I get everything on the tile when it comes to me.
Okay.
All right. Did I miss anything, James?
Not that I remember right now.
Okay.
Do you have to line up the picture?
You have to line up the roads.
Yes, the roads have to line up.
You have to move.
And there is one boat. It recommends for beginning players. There is one of the boats that gets you victory points at the end based on the length of river you have, and it has to connect here. Well, it doesn't have to connect here, but it would give you more points to connect here because it's based on the water tiles in a row. So it recommends that you don't have any roads leading directly towards this space. Aside from that, and these, 4th round, when you get them, if you plan ahead, they're worth 1 victory point for every tile adjacent. And some of them are very hard to... So if you plan accordingly so that you can drop it into the middle of your village, it's worth a whole bucket of points. If you can plan that far ahead. Alright. I think that's enough explanation, and then as we run across rules, we can look them up or explain them as we go. Sound fair enough?
Yep. And the question mark is anything, right? It's just wild.
Yes,
you draw
randomly.
A random skill tile on that one.
This one is you draw a random meeple from the bag. That one's a random skill tile. And the only thing I don't remember is, I think the yellow is you can sacrifice. I don't know why it uses.
You put a person there, and then you sacrifice the yellow, and you'll get a green.
Right.
Yep. Okay, so I go first, and this seems like a really good idea. So I drop a yellow in the bag, and I take a green. Then we go clockwise.
Two browns.
Is there any limit to how many you can have on there?
Nope. You can pack it full.
Okay.
However, there's a certain point. I mean, if it's not a useful amount, but...
Right. And so, are we just putting them on the tile right
You
now?
can bid however you want.
Okay.
You do want to make sure that you win a couple tiles every round, or you're going to be behind by the end of the game. But
Okay.
it's whatever order you want. We just keep taking turns until everyone is passed in a row. So you can pass early on. The round does not end until 4 people in a row pass, or well, until every single player passes in a row. If someone takes an action, it restarts. Everyone has to pass in a row again.
So it's not one where you pass and you're
Nope.
done for you're out for the
You
whole
can pass
game.
the first 3 times around and then take all the actions you want. It doesn't change.
Okay.
So if you're bidding for it, you're trying to get it into your city.
Yep.
If you're putting it on top, you're taking the resources, whatever the benefit is.
Okay.
Okay, I think what I'm going to do, and Naomi, if I want to, I can still do this action,
Okay.
just like what Bronson did. But in order for me to do this action,
You
I
have to put
have
2
to.
reds?
I have to put 2 reds.
At least 2
At
reds.
least. I could put more if I wanted to, and I'm going to do that. So I'm going to put a yellow in the bag and grab a green. Thank you.
Okay. And then I will bid for a tile.
I'll bid there.
That would
Sorry,
be
I'm
your
not
side.
bidding on your side. Yeah.
I mean, you can leave it there if you want. I'm
I'm sure.
perfectly fine with that.
Yep. Okay.
But when you place them on top, it doesn't matter where it is, just as long as it's just on top.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. Yeah, it doesn't factor into it at all.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
And so it's once everyone passes, that's when we figure out who gets what.
Yep.
Okay.
And then it will go down through. We'll remove all of the unsuccessful bids. Go back to the person who bid them. So like if someone bid 2 greens, I would get this back at the end of the round. Now the other thing, you can never move a person that is currently winning the tile. However, if someone outbids you, you can move that
And put it
plus
somewhere else.
plus anything you want to add to it to another tile.
Okay.
You can only use it to bid though. You can't.
You can't put on top.
Yeah, you can't move them to do other stuff.
I'm going to bid on this tile.
Okay.
So does he not have to do more than what's on top?
Nope.
No, 'cause it's just
Bidding's
bidding.
completely separate.
Okay. I remember how that worked.
And so I'll bid 2 there.
Wow, the green people must be really good.
It's also a matter of there's 3 people on here.
Yeah, that's true.
I guess we'll do 3 there. Naomi's turn. I
Okay.
had 3 guys sitting there just looking at me going,
Use me. Use me.
use me. That's right. I need used.
You said the gold ones can be used for anything?
Yes, gold can be used for any of the other 3 resources.
Okay, so I'll bid on this one.
These let you pick boats.
Yep. And if you don't bid on one of these, it just goes in clockwise order from the last person. So if no one else bids, James will get first pick, and then it will just go around clockwise.
Okay.
And if no one bids on the last one, then I just remain first.
Okay.
I'm not sure we said this, but we picked 8 random meeples to start with.
Yep. So everyone won't have the same.
Right. Mix of what they have.
It should be pretty near 2 or 3 of everything, but
In theory.
and yeah, in theory, someone could have 8 red.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure I've only seen Naomi put blue out, so it could be she's got 8 blue back there. Could be.
It could be. So, if I add more to that, I have to put at least 2 more
You
out?
you have to outbid me, or you can take that one and another blue one and move it somewhere else. Or just take that one and move it somewhere else.
Okay.
Okay, I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my unsuccessful bid here,
Yep.
and I'm going to move it, which I can do. I'm going to move it here to bid on this one.
That seems like a good idea, Tim.
Bronson, you're a good man. That's all I can say.
It's the only spot I could move it to and get a tile with those two. Everyone else put blue or yellow down.
Okay, so if you want to bid on these ones, they
Yeah.
have to be blue still?
All the time. That's why the green one was so
It's so
important.
good.
Because you can only put it. Now no one else can use that tile unless they've got green, and they have to have 2 green.
Right.
Which at this point would mean having 3 more red and a yellow, which is more than anyone has currently.
Right. Makes sense. Okay. So is there any difference in these except for just choose? You get to pick
Just the
one
order
first.
This is second.
But that's it. That's the only
Once
difference.
I've done picking, that's who gets to
Yep.
go the second time.
But if you choose
Second
the third
player.
one, you get the first player marker.
Right.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3. And they're pretty much, from what I've seen, I mean, there's not one that's amazingly better than the others. There's definitely, like this one and that one are better than, this one's obviously, I don't know, not as
It
good.
gives you more resources, but
But
fewer
less
meeples.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah, like this one's obviously less than this one.
Right.
Arguably. But, so definitely as long as you win one of the 3, I think in pretty much every season there's just one boat that's not quite as good as the others. But you're talking about a difference of one meeple, maybe 2. So bidding 1 or 2 meeples, unless there's something you really need out there, like one of these or a certain boat that you really want, it's not necessarily better. But
The explanation of your winter tiles are right here.
Right. Okay.
and these are not part of the game. These are just something that Tim printed off for us that summarizes a lot of the pages
You
in
get it
the,
on
in the
Board Game
book.
Geek, did you? Or did you make it up?
Board Game Geek.
Board
Yep.
Game Geek had it out there.
Also, the rule book. These guys are great. Very few rule books have this, but there is an in-depth explanation of every single tile in the game in the rule book, along with pictures. So they did a really, really awesome job, and it's one of the only games that comes with multiple language rule book. There's a German rule book in here as well. So.
Excuse me, Bronson.
Perfectly fine with
I
that.
noticed he wasn't saying much.
Well, if you get that, then I'm last person,
Yep.
Well, true.
which I definitely don't want to be last.
Makes sense. Okay.
It would get you about the same. Because you'd get your lost bid back plus.
So if you can't do anything, you just pass.
Pretty much.
Okay, pass.
I think I'll do
However,
this.
you do have a blue over here that you can move around if you want, since it's a lost bid.
Right.
But either that or you just get it back at the end of the turn.
I was gonna say I don't
Or end of the round.
see anything that I can do with it because the only other ones that already
Nope.
have a single.
You'd have
so.
to have another blue. Where'd you move?
I
On the
went
third?
from here. I moved mine.
No. Guess I'm gonna be going last.
Pass.
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 Okay.
That's it.
Okay, so the first thing we do, unsuccessful bids. That's it. Okay, then we go victorious bids. So that goes back to the bag. That one goes back to the bag. Those two go back to the bag.
Oh, this
Nope,
goes,
it
in,
goes
the
in the
bag.
bag.
There we go.
Okay, and when you place
Wow,
these,
You have a lot.
when you place the tiles, they will stay where you put them.
Right.
Move the sliders this way.
Okay,
I'll pass the tape.
Naomi, you pick first on the boats. And you don't get the boat, you just get everything on the boat.
On top of it.
Yep. The last round, you will get, when you pick the boat, you'll get the boat to put into your, and we'll explain the different rules for the boats when the fourth round comes around.
Okay. Do I just stick these over here?
They go behind just like your pieces.
Okay.
James? And then Tim.
Do you want yellows or blues?
It's
Well,
more meeples or more pickaxes?
that's a great question.
A
I
pickaxe or
think-
two pickaxes.
Or yellow or blue?
I think I'll go with the more meeples.
Okay.
These ones?
Yes.
Okay, now these, that flips to summer. Okay. So it tells you on the cards, on every single tile, it tells you what season they're linked with. So it becomes pretty easy to figure out.
Are we ready for new tiles, Bronson?
Yep.
Okay.
Do we need to put more people over
Yes.
on this?
We will need to do random
Now we have the
meeples
summer season.
and new skills. And it will be... Oops.
I was about to say you must really not like pickaxes.
Yeah, well, last round we got 3, so...
Yeah.
Okay, and I have not, the last game we played, we didn't get any of the boats, so we're not quite familiar with the rules for those yet. Okay, boat 4B. If a tile has already been bid for or has previously been used for production, the owner of boat 4B does not have to follow the same color rule, even if green workers have been used when placing workers on the tile for production. They may alternatively use any colored workers, including more than one different color at the same time. When breaking the same color rule in this way, any workers that do not follow the original color used are placed lying horizontal for ease of identification. They still count towards the six worker limit. Other players may continue to use the color of the standing up workers. If a tile has not previously been used or bid for, then this does not apply. Okay, so only for production purposes, the player who owns this tile can ignore that rule. Boat 1B. When taking workers from the boats at the end of summer and autumn, the player immediately takes 1 green worker from the supply if available. When taking a boat tile at the end of winter, the player also takes 1 green worker from supply if available. Note that this is the only new worker that any player will receive at the end of winter. So that one gets you extra green workers for free. Boat 3B. For the game and scoring purposes, gold, iron, stone, and wood can be counted in substitution for any type of other resource. So basically, if you have a tile that gives you extra bonus points for having resources on it, you can count that however you want. They still have to follow the rules for scoring of the tile. This one is same as the previous one that James won. Sacrifice a blue worker to get a green worker. This one is sacrifice a skill tile to get 2 workers. Sacrifice a skill tile to get 2 skill tiles. Sacrifice a saw to get 3 wood. And just an improved stable. Alright. And Tim is the first player in this round.
Okay, so with that in mind, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my meeple there, and I'm going to exchange a blue one for a green.
So that other green one went in the bag.
Yes.
That last green
Yep.
one. So we have green ones in the bag now.
I will sacrifice a yellow one for a green. You're welcome, James.
Thanks. I appreciate the donation.
Yep. Unless you wanted to put it on this side
Nope.
of this tile.
Nope.
Okay. No. Just
I
double
was
check.
planning on bidding for myself, not for yours.
Just have to check.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, Bronson, what did you say with this one?
At the end of summer and fall,
Okay.
you get a green worker for free, and at the end of winter, you get a green worker,
Okay.
which won't necessarily do anything for you unless you have the winter tile that gives you bonus points for having
Right.
green.
Okay.
So when you play on top of these, you just get whatever this is,
Yep.
and then at the end of it, you just get that person back.
Yep. Anything that's in your village, even stuff other people have played, will all go back into your supply. So playing in your own village is basically free resources every round.
It's just you don't have a person that you can use out there.
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
And that, if you produce in your own village, it stays on
this one?
on that tile. Yep.
Okay.
This is completely different than the last game that we played. Last game, we were producing all sorts of stuff and upgrading tiles immediately the first round through, or the... I don't know if that means that our games have changed, or our strategies have changed, or if everyone's going towards a same best case. As what usually happens in a lot of our games, we tend to see what works in the last game, and everyone tends to dogpile and follow that strategy.
Let's see here. I think.
I think people like those green
I do.
people for some reason.
I didn't think they were that great till I see all this. I'm like,
And
I
you can't
can't
bid on
do
3
anything.
of the tiles. Yep.
I'm like,
They definitely alter the mechanics a little bit.
They do.
The only solution to the green ones really is to bid on the tiles that you really want right, or put something on the tiles that you really want right away, like the green one over there. Guess I'll take a free meeple.
Guess since you guys bid this up over here, guess I'll have to do something about it.
Wow.
gosh.
Ow! What is that?
Just trying to have a
great
monopoly on the-
exhalation of
So
breath.
is it you can only have 6 on top of it?
Yep. You can bid as many as you want. If you have 20 red meeples, you can put 20 red meeples on a tile.
That's terrible.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, I want to put 2 yellow ones right there. On that, not that one.
And you can move your
The red
previous bids,
ones.
but they all have to stay together. You can't separate them up among the tiles.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, the dilemma I'm going to have is that I'm going to lose these.
If you leave them right where they're at, they go right back to your house.
Oh, they do.
Yep.
So I could beat them, which is a good thing. I think I'll do this.
Looks like you're getting a lot of yellow people back.
Keeps bidding against me here. Bronson.
However, he can also move all three.
go.
He can consolidate all three of those to the one that he actually wants to win.
The really one of the ones.
Okay.
Pass.
Pass.
So then, what do the horse and
That
thing?
Let
it
you-
lets you move a resource and then upgrade a tile or flip a tile if it has the required, if you have the required resources.
Okay.
So
So you'd put a meeple there, and then you could move like this one to another
Yeah.
one space,
But
or
does
move
it-
this one to another one.
Can you only move it one space, or
Wow.
yes, one tile, one resource, a total of one space.
Okay.
Or you could move one resource. Well, no.
Two is 2 resources, 1 space each, or 1 resource, 2 spaces.
okay?
Total of 2 movement points.
It's
kinda.
not like you can do two and then
if
two.
you've done the upgrade,
Right.
right? Whereas this one moves a total of 3, so you can move 3 of them 1 space, or 1 2 spaces, and 1 space.
Yep.
Total of 3, and there's a
Or one three
upgrade.
spaces,
1 3 spaces. Yep.
depending on how big your
Yep.
section
Yep.
gets.
Yep.
Okay. Let's see what is left to do.
Well, you just passed, I believe.
No, I didn't pass. I remember not do.
Oh,
I
okay.
specifically remember not passing.
Oh, okay.
It was worth a try.
So if I put this here, then any of those count as anything.
Nope.
No.
Nope, the boats
Boats,
are
you can't do that on.
specifically skills for who has them in their village. They have
Okay,
no other
so-
abilities.
Okay. Oh, I guess I won't do that then.
Are also worth no victory points at the end of the game unless you happen to get the one boat.
The longest river or something. Yep.
Which would be that one right there.
This one.
Yep.
I wondered what that meant.
Yep. It gives you victory points based on
How many?
How many you
smaller
have.
Ones?
so just that boat gets you 2, and if you have 4 other ones, you get 32. So it scales ridiculously fast. However, most of the boats,
Say
most of
this
the
one
boats
again.
you get for the
This
length
is
of
for the length of the river.
Yes. However, most of the boats come out in summer, so you'd have to basically win.
All three.
Yeah. Or well, the last game we played, we only even saw one. Only one summer boat came out, so it was impossible to get more than 4 points with that boat.
It's because we don't pull all of each season, right?
Every
Correct.
every
There's a
game is
chart in
different.
there that
It's like
you
Catan.
don't pull them all. Okay, I'm gonna pass.
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 Pass. Okay, so failed bids. These go back to me. To Tim. Back to me. Okay, successful bids. Those go back to the bag. Back to the bag.
There's the bag.
And all of your meeples that are on your town or your village go back underneath.
Oh, right. Sorry, Dad. You have a lot of those stable cards.
Not intentionally. It's not the plan. It just
Happens.
Move
happens.
everywhere.
Move one thing one space and then put it on another one, move it another 2 spaces.
Good enough. Okay. James, the first pick. Oh wait, nope, finisher.
Yeah, I should build there. I can't even move there. That would be a dumb move.
For what?
Oh, he put it somewhere he couldn't possibly
no
move
road.
resources there.
Oh, you
move
can't
to-
get your
you can't
stuff.
move to it. She'd
I
have to
see.
move to it.
I see. I see.
So it'll go James, then Tim, myself. I'm not allowed. Actually, I should probably look that up. It might go clockwise from the first player.
Here you go.
Thank you.
And I will take
This
that
one?
right there, please. Yes. And I think I get a green because of this ability.
At the end. Yeah.
Thank you.
I don't appreciate that, Tim.
Sorry, James.
Not having to go to the
Yes.
source for
It-
green.
It starts with whoever has the purple token. It starts from there, not who starts from here. But so if no one bids for this, it starts clockwise from purple.
So what does that mean?
Since I get this one and you get the little boat.
Oh, yay.
Okay, so we're ready for fall.
Okay, here we go.
So do these turn
We have
until
the
they have a
blacksmith.
brown?
That is correct.
Yep, they turn to the leaf.
The goldsmith, the Wainwright, and the inn. We also have the fair, the barn, the forge, and the sculptor.
I hope someone wants yellows.
Or pickaxes. This was all randomized at the beginning.
It was.
And on the tiles, yellow signifies it must be gold to use to upgrade. White is used to signify that anything can be used.
Okay. Oops.
Did you take your free green?
Yes.
Okay.
He's not going to forget that anytime soon. So Tim goes first.
Okay, so I think what I'll do is I'll use my yellow to transfer a red to a green.
It's all about those greens.
I'll use a yellow to take the free one. Okay, now these are worth these are just worth victory points at the end of the game, is why they're, and these start out with being worth victory points without being flipped. And this one gives you victory points for coal on it at the end of the game,
Okay.
I believe is what
Yes.
Blacksmith says.
Yes.
So doing an upgrade, you pay the upgrade cost, right?
You put your meeple on the one that lets you activate it. So then you can move a resource if you want, or move a
Costs a
resource.
square. Cost one of these.
Yeah. It still might get you a resource closer to your one that you need it on, if you want. Doesn't have to be used for the same.
Now you have to flip it a different way to make it fit.
You still have to have the roads lined up. I
Right.
think they should be identical. But
Yeah. Well,
It's
it's
the same
mirrored.
layout, but yeah.
It's mirrored. It's not. So now it's my turn.
Yep.
Yep.
Well,
So I should start putting stuff out there before you start abusing your green workers there.
See if I can compete for Bronson on that one.
Meh.
Nope. I'll have it at the end of the round, don't worry.
You're gonna have it.
Yep.
Yeah.
My transport empire.
You're gonna go for it.
Okay.
You'll have to come to me to move stuff
So
around.
in order to flip something over, you put it here.
Yep. And now you can move one resource, one space.
Okay. What if I just want to flip this one over because I
Okay.
already have the 3?
Yep.
And then these just go in here.
However, you can also use that. You don't have to use it for that. You could use it to say move one of your coals up to the other tile so that you can be ready to upgrade later.
Yeah, because there's a 1 there, so you could move this over there if that was gonna be an upgrade at some point.
Okay.
Because it needs to be over there.
Right.
Eventually, we'll get to the point where we have more resources than our transport can.
so
handle.
Naomi, did you just go?
Yes. I
Okay.
did.
I will.
So is the game over after the winter one?
Yes, and then we will score based on
Yeah.
our villages.
It's too short. I don't have enough time to do stuff.
Yep.
You always look out there and go, well, I want that. Well, I want that. I want that too. Need some gray resources. Or yellow.
What do you mean? Stones or golds?
Do we not bother producing any of those anywhere?
No.
I'm done.
Hey, this time there's actually a definitively better boat out there. I will
Yes.
I will agree with that on this one.
I'm gonna do this.
Which one are you sacrificing?
Sacrifice this one.
Guess we'll do this and grab 3 browns over there. Thank you.
Alright, Naomi, can you put this on your carpenter, please? And I'm
This
going to
one?
get rid of, I'm going to get rid of the saw
Okay.
and get 3 gold.
I appreciate that
You're welcome.
very much.
I will go ahead and grab a gold.
Man, I should have had this stuff last time so I could have had people.
Yep.
Take me a gold.
Pays to have the only person that can produce stone. Or the only 2 tiles in the game that can produce stone right now.
Because those could be used for anything.
I think I'm going to put... So this only allows me to move 1 resource, 1 spot. Is that correct?
Yep. I checked the number of subscribers this morning and it was at 998.
I saw that.
Did you?
Yeah. Noticed that the other
Hey
day.
now. Let's not get too frivolous with those transport tiles there. That's still gotta be mine at the end of the turn. Home tile. Alright, James.
Is summer the only time the boats are out?
I believe so. I would have to look through the actual stack of tiles, but I think the summer boats is one of the mechanics. I think we got most of them. Yeah, there's 2 other boats that we didn't
Guess I'll
get.
join the club with green people.
Hey, you're the one that bid on all those tiles. I'm assuming that there was a reason.
Yeah, I wanted people to take them.
No.
I wanted to be the supplier. Sure.
Okay. So now I just sacrifice one of these and get 2 random
Yep.
ones? Can we have 2 for 1 trading?
I'm gonna move these 2 resources here and upgrade.
It's working already. Got the first sucker to buy in on my transport.
Awesome.
I mean, discerning customer.
Yes.
Except for you didn't use the good one.
Otherwise known as a rube,
Yeah.
right?
My turn?
Yep.
Well, I'll just take those over here then.
It's a good choice.
But I really wanted the first one. I just want to move.
Sorry, can't do it.
Darn.
Take 2 skills, please.
I'll take 2 meeples.
Guess now that I have my selection of resources over here, I can do this upgrade. Okay, I'm done.
Pass.
I'm gonna pass.
No, I'll just do that.
I'll pass.
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 This usually happens.
why I didn't jump on that last turn.
I have no idea.
I don't either. I will pass.
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 I'll pass.
Bronson's hoarding his meeples over
Mhm.
there.
Yep.
Pulling them all out now.
Two more.
Oh my gosh.
What does that one do?
Gives me two meeples now.
Oh, you got red and blues on
My
there.
special ability.
Oh,
For protection purposes, I ignore colors.
for production purposes.
So how many was on there before?
So 3. I just put 3 on there.
Don't you have to have 4?
No.
1, 2,
Oh, just the
One,
color.
3.
One,
Oh,
two.
never mind.
3.
Yeah.
Well, I know if we play this game
Okay.
again, I know which tiles I need to get.
Yes. Yes.
I'm passing.
The ones that
Pass.
produce concrete,
Pass.
obviously.
The ones that produce period.
Yep.
I still think there should be 2 for 1 trading in this. Or 3 for 1.
That's what gold is for.
Trade some of these skills
Yeah.
for different skills.
You know, James.
Passing.
Pass.
Pass.
Oh my goodness.
Oh. Running out of top people here.
Good.
That's a good thing.
Yes, it is.
Progress to the next round. Next season.
I'll move 1 to here, 2 to here. Flip this one. Okay.
Pass.
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 I couldn't possibly have any more.
You
I
could
pass.
Oh my
Yay!
gosh.
All right. Unsuccessful bids.
I think that's it.
Okay. Successful bids.
Can we take these back to our low house?
Yep. Anything that's
Fantastic. Is that
That's
mine?
yours.
I forgot I bid on that. It's probably not a good thing to say.
It was nice of you to let some other people have some
I know,
tiles,
it was.
Bronson.
Yes.
Hey, you could have bid on them too.
Gosh. So now do we do the boats then?
Yep.
I
Starting
assume
with-
you're taking this one?
I guess I'll probably take that one. It's got the nice selection of.
And then Tim will be 3rd.
I feel like I'm seriously out-peopled here.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I get a green.
I told you wouldn't forget that.
Mm-hmm.
You mean like you and
Tim.
Settlers?
Yeah.
With the book thing, the book ability? Anytime you don't roll, get anything,
Yeah, which I always forgot to
you
do.
always forget.
Yep.
Always. So is this
Two
the one where we
different
pick which tiles to stick out there?
Yep. I got 2 people. Awesome.
Now do we flip these
Yep.
or
Flip.
That's
to the winner
because we learned from last round.
what if there's not any with
Don't give
oh that
him
one has
anything.
one
Okay.
already. That was
He's going to
one.
drag this out for a long time. He has more than 2.
What is this?
Okay, no new workers or skill tiles are placed
In the boats.
in winter.
Oh.
You just get, you're bidding on, this time you're bidding to get the abilities of the ships. So this one is
Okay.
the river one we talked about earlier, the
Right.
length of the river. This one is 1 point per tile. So you look in your village, and if you can draw a loop before coming back to the same tile, the number of tiles you can draw a
Inside of
road,
your loop.
yeah, the number of tiles you can draw a road through before you get back to the same start is how many points you get. This one you upgrade 1 tile for free. So without having to pay for it at the end of the game, you just flip 1 tile. And this one is 1 per transport capacity.
Gives you a victory point?
Yes, 1 victory point per total transport capacity.
Now
I
we
know of 2
Yeah.
I know of 2 that he would like on here. Those ones.
And then the one we aren't, the ones we aren't using give you 1 point for each worker at the end of the game, and 1 is just a flat 5 points. But those 2 are the ones that are in the box. Okay. Oh, when I was looking up.
So we're picking.
Okay, start of the season. In winter, each player selects 1 or more winter tiles that they have received at setup phase. You place them in your fist, or hide how many you're picking, and then simultaneously we place them all face down, shuffle them up, and flip them all over. So you can't tell who placed which tile or how many tiles.
Between 1 and 3?
Between 1 or more. So yes.
I feel like all of these help other people, so I don't want to put them out. Those are the keep ones?
Yes.
Okay.
And technically you're supposed to stack them up, and so no one can tell how many you've put out. But
Yeah.
I don't know that one really matters all that much.
So what do we do with these ones?
You put them back in the box, or just stick them off to the side. You can stick them up there with the rest.
Put 'em up here.
Okay.
The Craftsmen Guild. 3 points for each set of workers at the end of the game. Mercer's Guild, 5 points for each set of total resources. 10 points for each set of skill tiles.
Do you have all 3?
1 point for every resource. 10 points for every 5. Cathedral is just a flat 12. Scholar, 3 times the same. I believe it's
The
3 times the
same-
same skill tile.
Skill tiles.
Or for
You choose
3 points
You choose
for-
a skill tile,
And
and,
you
then
you get 3.
3
Yeah.
for each
Those types.
one.
And jeweler, 2 points for every gold instead of the 1 that everyone just gets normally for it.
All right. Alright, so I get to go first.
And something to note, when scoring, you get points, you pick where your stuff is going. So if you use gold as resources instead of stone on this, you don't get the 1 point for it. You're using it for that victory point. So you can't stack up.
You can't count it as a point for
you-
being gold, and
you
then
cannot
for that.
get both of these tiles and count your gold multiple
Okay.
times. You choose which way you're scoring your points at the end. It's like if there were 2 Craftsmen Guild, you wouldn't double your points. You choose, basically, you'll choose where to put where your resources are going to score points. Like this one gives me 2 per black resource at the end of the game. But I cannot use that and in conjunction with this to score.
Okay.
They have to be put one or the other.
Okay.
I'm going to do this. I get 2 meeples.
I will do the same. Go ahead.
Do you get any points for people at the end?
Only if you get
If
the
you have a
Craftsmen
special
Guild
thing?
or there's
But they're not just
no.
each person gets a point or something.
There was one of these that got thrown away that gave you points for green. But no. And it's pretty self-explanatory. You pretty much just count up
The points on here.
the points on that plus the points for any special tiles you get and the boats. And the autumn tiles, barn, blacksmith, stone yard, and timber yard, you actually have to move the resources to that at the end of the game. So, like, if these are still here at the end of the game, I can't count them as 2 points. I actually have to spend the action to move them over there. The other tiles, the winter tiles, you do not.
Okay.
Each item can only be scored once, and can only be allocated to 1 bonus tile.
Which one? That's on the
Did Tim?
cathedral.
I guess it was my turn.
Yes.
Okay.
So, apothecary. There's another one, the apothecary, which I believe is the green one. Nope.
Can you put this on your carpenter, please? And I will turn in a saw for 3 gold.
Oh, yes. So, there is a boat that we are not playing with that gives bonus points for the number of workers, and there is another winter tile called the apothecary that just gives flat points for having every set of 5 workers. So.
Is that the rain, or is it just dripping from trees?
Rain.
The wind was terrible walking over here. I broke Isaiah's umbrella.
I saw it. It
Sacrificing
wasn't
red.
looking too good when you
No,
came up.
not so much.
Here we go.
It puffed out backwards like 6 times walking over here.
Umbrellas.
Hey, they're not as
I'm gonna
useless here.
sacrifice one of those for two of something else, maybe.
Umbrellas are even more useless in Goodland, trust me.
Okay.
And there's Terrell. Put this here, this here, and then flip this one over.
James, can you put that on your peddler, please? I'm going to convert a yellow into a green.
Don't put that over by Bronson.
I know.
The game will never end.
Hey now.
I'm going to sacrifice a saw to flip this one.
Wood cutter.
And I'll move.
Okay. So for these, they have to be connected to a road?
What?
Your tiles.
They don't have to be, but if you ever want
They
to
can have-
upgrade them.
They can be no road next to
Well,
no road.
I was gonna say, because I know
But if
there's
you
some
need to
without
move-
grass.
if you need to
Right,
move
for the moving purposes, but I was gonna say,
purposes.
so like, I mean, let's say if this wasn't water and there
Mhm.
wasn't a road there, I could
Yes,
just
that is
put
a
it
legal
like that.
placement for the boats.
Okay.
Boats don't have to come off of this. The only reason you would was just in
Just
case
for
you
that.
got that.
Okay. Alright, then. So anytime you take resources from someone else, it goes to your home tile?
Yep. If you produce out here or on someone else's, it goes to your home tile. Otherwise,
It'd be too easy.
yeah. Otherwise, you could just put it wherever you wanted, and
Oh, look, flipping.
So I'll do the same thing.
and that's the only problem with upgrading the tiles that you own is you have to wait 3 people before you can actually use it for yourself.
Mm-hmm. this one. So is this one for any 5 skill tiles, or are they all the same?
Yeah, any 5. So if you have 5, you can just stack it up. It
Right.
doesn't matter.
Right. And that one's for every set of 3.
Yep.
Okay.
Guess I'll return the favor here. Move this one over here.
Trade 1 for any 3.
Yep.
1 for 3 random.
Right.
Yep, it's your turn.
So is it because it's 1 or 2 to 6 players that they're shaped with 6 sides?
Assume so.
I would assume that that was a good guess on the rules, but the hex grid works really well for this.
Put this on your, is it the fair?
Yep.
Hiring.
Your hiring fair.
Hiring fair.
Sacrificing 1 for 3.
Sacrifice this one. I'll grab 3.
I'll move 4 and upgrade 2. So we'll move 1 here. 2, 3, 4. Nope. 4. And upgrade 2.
I did this upgrade, but I didn't pay my stuff. Okay.
That's just rude, James.
What's that?
That's just rude.
That's rude?
Yes.
What is rude about it?
For shame.
Don't really understand.
Uh-huh. Make me expend resources to get the tile that I want.
You want that one? Well, I don't know how else you were going to get it without expending resources.
Now he has to spend extra.
Meeples.
Two there. I'll upgrade that one.
So there was no tiles to produce the stone at all.
Not that we've got, apparently.
Where'd you play?
Placed here.
Oh.
And upgraded these two.
Moving stuff around. Okay.
So does the water not have to connect anywhere?
Oh, it does. There we go.
No source for the water.
I was gonna say the water also can just
Coming out of
flood
the
the
rocks.
road
It's
too.
magic.
Coming
The
out of the
no
rock.
question.
water floods the road.
Now, you do realize you won't be able to score both of those, right?
I did not realize I was counting on that.
You cannot get both the 5. You pick which tile, which bonus tile. So if
Can't
wanna-
use the same
If you want to take
tile
that
for
one
both
back
of
and
them.
put it somewhere else
I would,
at the
please.
start of the winter round, that's why I was explaining you can only choose,
Okay. I'm glad you mentioned that because I was counting on
and
that.
you'll choose this tile. You
I'll
don't
put it
choose
right
the
there.
boats.
Say that again.
You choose the same as the other rounds.
Oh, I
you choose
see.
this, and you'll
Okay.
get this you'll get this tile plus
see.
a boat.
Ah. Well, let me rethink then. So with that in mind,
There's so many things.
there are so many things.
So many ways to score points. But in the end, it becomes really simple because you just add up all the visible points and then move your resources onto the tiles that you want to score points with.
So then I would do this. Boom.
So you sacrifice 1 to get 2 meeples. Yours. Oh, he's fixed his. I guess I could have been quiet until the end of the winter round.
I'm glad you mentioned that because I was counting.
Yes, I'm really glad that they put that in the rules because this way it really it allows 2 people to go for the same strategy, and it also cuts back on one person just completely zeroing in on one way to make points.
Yes, yes, yes.
Don't like my choices.
Is this red or blue?
Red. That's why these are laying down.
Because he's cheating. Again.
So I have to have 4 to use that or 3?
3.
Cheating.
Doesn't.
You don't want to do it over there anyway.
Yeah.
There's somebody else that can produce
Yeah,
greens.
yellow
2
or
greens for a
orange.
yellow.
Yeah,
Look
but
at
his
that.
gets 2.
So yeah, it would actually take it would take 4 reds total. Yeah, because you do have to sacrifice the 1. So yeah, at this point it would probably
If you had this stuff.
no, it would still cost more to do it that way to get.
What do I want to do?
Pass. It's always an option.
Oh, is it?
No.
Except for there's 2 things I want to do with the same meeples. So... guess I'll do that.
Static 12 points is good.
Uh-huh.
are we waiting on?
Me.
Naomi.
Okay.
I learned from the best.
Well.
Take forever. Not pointing fingers.
I thought it was just me that noticed that. You know, we call your dad the black hole. Time stands still when it goes to his turn.
I would believe it.
We're gonna get one of those chess clocks for him.
Yeah. I would
Your
believe
dad
it.
is an intellect. He's a thinker.
You want to see when it's really bad? Play Ticket to Ride with him. Trust me. That's when it really takes forever.
Axis and Allies.
That one too. Especially when Mom's playing. Because then he does all the thinking for her, so it takes twice as long. It's pretty terrible. I keep forgetting I can look at other people's stuff.
Yep.
That's what's really takes me longer. Is I'm like, oh yeah, I can do that too. So it's just the gold that's worth points, right?
Gold is statically worth 1 point,
Worth
at, the
one
end,
point.
at the end of the game.
Right. But none of the other ones are unless you get
Nope.
like that. or
Unless you
something.
get like the watermill or the barn.
Yeah,
This one they actually have to end up on it by the end of the game though.
right.
Or the Mercer's Guild. If you've got a lot of each. Or sets.
Yeah. So then this one, this is just any of these colors equals a point, or what is
that,
it?
That one you can use resources for anything. So for upgrading your tiles, you don't care what they are.
Okay. And once these ones right here, the ones that are losing, you can only move them around out there, right? You can't use them to go.
You can't take them back, no.
Oh, of course not. What if I really need a red one, though?
It's part of the wonderful trade-off of this game is
So once again, you don't get to add those boats at the end. You just add the action.
no, you will get the
You
get the
to put
boat,
it on
Okay.
over here.
Okay. So
but you just don't get the points or the people or whatever that would have come
understood.
on them.
Okay.
You just get the physical tile.
It's good to know.
So this is the first time you guys have played this?
Second. We played it once as we struggled through the rule book, just making sure we had stuff correct.
It's my turn now.
Yep.
Yep.
Of course. Okay. I'm gonna take that. Put these over here then.
Well, I guess I'll do this to move these here and upgrade.
You can only move one with that one.
Only one resource.
Only one resource.
How about
You have
I
to
do-
use either your 4 or the 4 or 5 over here. don't think there was a 3 out.
Well, I got
This
the
one,
2.
this one was 3 before it got upgraded.
I can use the 2. I need to have 3. So I need to do this, right?
Yep. And that one you can upgrade too if you have the resources.
Which I do not.
£10. Ugh. Alright, so this will get me 1. Oh wait, I don't need to move that there. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. And upgrade 2. Which one did I just give you?
For what?
And was it an anvil? Is that what it was?
Yeah.
No, it was a pickaxe, I
Okay.
think.
And that one. There we go.
Pickaxes.
Okay, here go, James.
So at this point on the boats, Naomi would pick first, and then
Tim.
and
then
then
me.
you, and then I would get
Yep.
the last
If
one.
you don't bid on that, on at least one of them, then you will be last at this point because it starts with whoever has the first player token for the people
So
who
you
haven't
could
bid.
get 3 and get the third one.
Guess I'll do that, I guess.
The only unfortunate thing about placing stuff on top of tiles is that it becomes increasingly hard to decide where to put stuff. I will do the same.
I'm passing.
Pass. I need more people, but I can't get more
Sweet.
people.
That's what those two just did.
I know, but I don't have any more
Grab
people.
more to extend the length of the winter season for another 20 minutes.
So just curious.
It's
I
never
gotta
going to
remember.
end.
No.
If I bid here,
You choose. You will not get both. However, you will get first choice. It will skip this one if no one else has won it, and then third will go. So it will basically mean that you won't get 2 choices, but you will get both tiles if that
Okay.
is what you're after. Just like the last game we played, if someone wins all 3 tiles, they get all 3 tiles.
It's an extra point.
I need 2 points. I need all the points I can get.
Right.
You always need all the points you can get when you're
That's
playing
right.
against Bronson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every point counts.
That's right. Guess you'll find that extra one somewhere. There he goes.
3 more dudes that he just got out of the bag.
Yep. I didn't like those
Used to
3.
Get more, back,
Getting
more out of the bag.
3 different ones.
Didn't like those 3, so he's getting 3 different ones.
Yes.
Now to empty the bag.
Yeah.
There's nothing in there you want.
There's a green one in there somewhere.
You
Eventually, I'll
can't
get
keep
to it.
putting them out. There's 6 on
I
the
know.
tile now.
There's this one too.
I'm passing.
I can spend 3 to get 2 more.
He's been 3 to get 2.
Yep.
That is not really an advantageous trade.
Yes, it is. Trust me. It's completely worthwhile.
Are there some green ones in there you're looking for?
Someone put one back. He's been bidding. Tim over here has been bidding green all day long. There's got to be more green in there.
Get rid of this one.
Watch, he gets
Not
the
anymore.
green one now.
Green ones are gone.
Told you there were green ones in there. It's got to dig
Pass.
far enough.
Pass. I didn't have green ones the whole game.
Goodness, guys, why did I do that?
Why did I agree to play a game with 3 people who've played it before and I haven't? I don't know.
For the joy of learning it. This right?
Right.
The
That's
joy
right.
of learning it and never playing it again. Yeah.
Oh, guys.
What? That's how it is with all the new games. You teach us, and then the next time I'm here, it's
Well,
a different
this-
one, and
I
the
think-
next time I'm here, it's a different one. So
I think this is definitely one of the games that's going to be added to our list of
Constant
rotational
plays.
Yeah.
I like this.
This one will be added to Terraforming Mars. This is the ones that we're not allowed to bring on a regular basis
Oh, really?
because we will never play anything else.
Keep replaying it.
Yeah, there was a whole
I'm gonna
month that
pass.
we never played anything but Terraforming Mars
That's
because
that game is fun.
that game is amazingly fun.
I've only played it twice though.
I'm not
For the
I
same
think I'll
reason.
just start bidding on these
I'm gonna
tiles
pass.
out here. The
Pass.
single tile that hasn't been bid on.
Well,
I don't know if that's
that's
worth any
the only
points, but-
one. You'd have to use your gold one as the stone. What happens if your camera battery
And what's the
dies?
benefits of the people at the very end? Unless you have this.
Unless you have that tile,
Doesn't really do much.
Or 2 that are out
there
there.
are 2 that we aren't playing with that also affect the end. The Apothecary, which is not I think is another winter tile. And then there's another ship. But aside from that, they're basically... and there's another winter tile that specifically affects the green ones, which is why that boat is usable.
Which is probably
You
why
get
it
2
didn't
points
get
per
put out
green.
there.
I'm assuming it was not Tim that had that tile. But
No. Well, guys, I messed up royally on that last one.
So what? Back up to the spring season?
Yes.
Yes.
back up, restart.
Yes, can we restart?
We'll just not finish the winter one, just keep cycling, go back to spring. Put out all new spring
Tim made a
tiles.
mistake. Let's undo.
You thought I was joking.
I'm gonna pass.
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 Oh my goodness.
Pass.
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 Now we got 2 green to outbid something.
You can go.
Can you add the one that you're already winning? I don't think you can do that.
I don't know. I assume you can.
Oh,
Yeah, I wouldn't see why you couldn't.
Make it so you can win even more.
I don't know.
Why does the house need 2 chimneys?
I'm passing.
Well, is he gonna do something else instead?
I don't know.
We're passing, Bronson.
Uh-huh.
We'll let you.
Okay. So that was
It's
where
not
that
gonna-
went. That,
You gonna let him do that?
No.
Pass.
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 Just say pass already. No more points to get.
there's one more point somewhere. No one have a better. No one doesn't have a better. That's not going to get it there. There's another point. See? That's it.
Pass.
Pass.
Well, I guess I have to pass, right?
I don't know.
Unless you have any more green.
Yeah, nope. Pass, guys. Let's do
Pass.
the-
Oh, finally.
Alright.
Okay, so unsuccessful bids. Go back.
Red one.
Successful bids. Go back to the bag.
Oops. That one's mine too.
Now, do we have to place and then get the boats, or can we get the boats and then place?
Let's look up the. I believe we get the boats as well.
So, who gets the first choice in boats? Alright, go for it.
Yep. I'm just gonna stop. Yep, I did this right.
Yep, you expand villages after all the.
I'm taking this one.
Okay.
Which one is that one?
Flip
flipper.
one
The
tile.
flip one.
Yeah, Ronson.
Yeah, this one's worth more.
James.
The long looping one. I would think.
Got roads here, so it didn't do any good to have. I just got this one picked up, so. Not sure. Where that
This
one
one
can
is
even
for
go.
like your longest road
Yeah.
thing in the bobber. And this one's for river.
Mm-hmm.
I guess whoever gets this one could have 2.
Are you supposed to place these in some order?
Well, you
this
gotta-
this is supposed
You
to go.
get all
before.
your tiles.
Grab
and
your
then you
boat
can
first.
place.
There you go.
Guess I'll take that one. I
That's
can't even
worth
place
6
that
for
one.
you. You can.
Got a road here. Yeah, I can place it over there, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's the biggest loop, right?
Biggest
I
loop you
start-
can make, which
I
is
can
6.
start here.
No, it has to come back to the same tile without crossing the same tile.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
6.
6.
Oh, that sucks.
I'm just one tiny little patch. And then one road or one river coming into it. I planned so I could stick that in center.
I see that. Nice.
I'm just glad I don't need a road connecting these. I'm just, oh, grass. It touches.
Oh,
What was the special one on his boat worth?
transport
Oh, it's just
capacity.
right. Yeah.
Yeah, surprise.
No wonder you wanted second pick.
Oh.
No wonder he wanted that color one.
Yep.
Oh my goodness. I'm glad I didn't have it. It would have done me no good.
Well, and people were putting stuff on his tiles, so.
Well,
Yep.
yes, that helped.
And he was putting stuff on his own tiles
Mm-hmm.
regularly.
All right, who's
Okay, so
Counting
where do
first.
we start counting?
Whoever is the purple person, go
That
around.
me?
Yep.
all right? So, what are we looking at here? I've got 3 for these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 15. Plus 10 is 25. Plus 12. And 3 is 15.
40.
40. And 42. I think that's worth 1, isn't it? 43, 44.
For the scoring purposes, the purple start player marker may be declared to be anything, any resource you want. If applicable, you place it wherever you want. So you can use it as a gold to get 2 more points.
Can I use it as this? Anvil? Skill
Yes.
tile? So I'll use that. So that would give me, what did we just say? It gives me 3 more.
40.
So
42
47.
or something.
I had
You
42.
get 42 plus whatever that
That'd
gets
be
you.
45.
Okay.
That's a low score, guys. Oh, 45 plus 4 is 49.
Okay.
Oh yeah, whatever stuff. How high is the average scoring in this game?
We don't know yet.
We got the high score last time. They got in the 50s, low 60s.
Yeah.
I think that was kind of a...
We
Yeah,
weren't
still
sure
don't
how
know.
what the tiles did a lot. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 18, 23, 24, 25, 6, 7, 28. Plus 9. 37. Plus 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. What did I say that was? 27?
Mm-hmm.
Plus 18, 37, 45.
I thought you said 37 plus 18.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I probably shouldn't have opened my
So
mouth
55.
to say that, but
And that's 6 points. So 61. I think that's it.
Okay. James?
So I got 10 here and 13 and 16, 26, 29.
4. Or 3 more, sorry.
I already counted that.
Okay.
that was it? 29?
That's it. What do you got?
I don't know. I didn't count them.
So yellow circles on the
There's
corner.
14,
14.
14, 24, 29, 32.
But
Okay.
if you count the ones all the way
So
around.
you get points for this, right?
Mm,
Mm-hmm.
depending on
I'm
what.
saying this
Gold.
counts for 1 point.
33, 34.
Yeah, did you count this one, James?
The 6?
Yeah.
Uh-uh. No,
So
I didn't.
35.
Okay, so 35.
Okay,
How
and
many points was it?
this doesn't have you don't have to have stuff on here.
Right.
But so there's 1 there.
Mm-hmm.
And then we just count the yellow ones.
Right.
So 14, 19, 22 plus 9 on that one is 31. 32, 33.
I'll say plus I have my 5 knees.
Okay, so 43. And then you flip the...
Yeah, I did that.
Okay, so 43.
It's not bad.
No.
Nope. And that's not too bad of a spread for a game. I mean, you think mid 30s to low 60s for a spread on a pretty quick game.
Good game, guys
Yep.
and ladies.
I've never seen you get last before.
That must
Ever.
Mean, that must mean we're a really challenging group for your dad. That's true.
Something.
It's not. He's not playing with my brothers who
Is-
don't want to play, and my mom who's falling asleep.
Or
Is
does that
what
mean?
it is.
Does that mean your dad's toying with us? Is that what he's doing?
Or it
Giving us
could
a
be
chance.
that.
It does make it easier for setup if we can keep the seasons together.
Yep.
If that's possible.
Well, here's
So
both.
here's winter tiles. Here's
Oh,
summer.
here's summer.
Here's
Boats.
fall.
Summer, fall.
Good game, guys.